Time for Fowlers Facts. Let's bring in our staff statistician, Clinton Fowler. And obviously, we're going to go inside the numbers of Honda here because this is a historic season. But I have to admit, more historic than I thought. I figured one brand sweeping the 250 or 125 titles and the Premier Class title had happened a lot. It actually hasn't.
Only four times. Only four times since 1985 when we've had the regional Supercross series. So the fact that Chase Sexton, Jet Lawrence, and Hunter Lawrence swept and Honda is sitting up there, all three championships, definitely rare. And the one that sticks out for me here, I mean, other than amazing for all of these years, but man, James Stewart, Ben Townley, Ryan Villapoto, 2007, Kawasaki, obviously amazing Supercross, and talking to James in the booth, just missed it with that injury in the outdoors beach.
Yeah, because Townley and Villapoto went at it during the summer. They were always good on the Pro Circuit bike, so I didn't realize that. A brand has never won all the titles in 1 year, both indoors and out. That 07 Cowie year, that's about as close as it's gotten, but it has never happened?
It's never happened, Weege.
Well, there's summertime coming up. I feel like Honda has some horses to maybe keep this thing going. What do you think?
Daniel, I think there could be some history made here with Chase Sexton and Jet in the 450s and Hunter in the 250s.
Well, I hate to put all the pressure on Hunter Lawrence, but I think it might ride on his shoulders because Honda in the 450 class is sending out two guys that could and probably should win this championship. I believe they're the favorites. So when you got two going at one, you feel good about it. But I think that entire 250 field is going to be chasing after Hunter Lawrence this year. So no offense to Hunter on this one, bro, but if you want to see this thing through, I think it's going to come down to you, man.
There's going to be some competition. Hey, guys, the other thing here, they swept the podium 4 times this year. So Honda did. They got Salt Lake City, the final. You got Nashville, Atlanta, Detroit. Honda hadn't done that since 1993 with McGrath and Henry. It was in round 13 in Indianapolis. Just another feat for Honda to put the cap on. Pretty impressive from that perspective.
Let's go a little deeper here. Obviously, with the Lawrence brothers dominating the 250 class, I think they won 13 out of 17, and then Sexton won 6 races. It does feel like Honda was winning a lot, so let's get even further inside what level of dominance they had.
Yeah, guys, so take a look at this from including the individual Triple Crown races. So there's 46 races between both classes and both coasts. Fastest qualifier. They were fastest qualifier in 31 of 36 rounds. Just complete domination. There was only 5 rounds where another manufacturer, another rider, other than Chase Sexton, Jet, and Hunter, were fastest.
Oh, don't forget Anstey. Don't forget Anstey. You got that in there.
In Houston. That's right. Anstey had one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just an incredible feat, guys. Amazing.
My mind is blown. They 31 out of 36 qualifying sessions. They were the fastest. The red bikes. That's nuts. And I know you have more.
Yep. So heat races, they won 15 of the 56. Yamaha actually had more with 19. 17 of those were Star Racing. 2 of them were Club MX. So they didn't have the most heat races. They won 8 of the 34 LCQ races. Chase Sexton did have one of those, even though I'm sure he would have preferred to not be in that race. But more importantly, guys, are some of the individual stat categories from the main events. So let me hit on a couple of those. 25 wins of the 46. 18 hole shots, so 39% of the hole shots. 26 of the 46 fastest laps in the main event. So going with their fastest qualifier, they were 57% of the time they were the fastest bike on the track. And then the last one that just, for me, really hits it home, 396 laps led of the 787 laps in the season. That's 50% of the laps. I just look at that. It's domination, Daniel.
Yeah, and Jason, I'm looking at those numbers, and to me, they would all feel completely empty if you don't get the championship. Then it seems like a bunch of hot air. But now that they've won all those titles, now you look back and go, wow, the writing was on the wall all season long. Obviously, anchored by the 250 domination, but these stats mean nothing without the title. It wouldn't mean anything, but since they got it, now these stats to me mean more than anything because it really does tell the story.
Yeah, it's just like any other sport where you have a team that's had a very, very long dry spell and being a contender and being good, that's the way Honda's being judged. We're there for those podium sweeps, and it's weird because the whole pall of the season was big deal, you swept the podium. You're still not going to get that 450 title. Everything was defined by that, like it would have been for the Boston Red Sox or the Chicago Cubs, whoever it might be that had a long dry spell. But they did it. They did it. I got one stat. They won the 450 title. That's what matters, right?
Broke the curse. Broke the curse, guys. The Carmichael curse is done.
All right, Clinton, good job. We'll be back to preview some motocross next weekend. Appreciate it.
Sounds great, guys.
Time to wrap this episode of SMX Insider up. How to watch? Nothing to watch this weekend, but Super Motocross Insider will be back to preview the Pro Motocross Championship. That starts May 27th, so that's next Saturday. And every weekend, it's real simple. Go to Peacock. We race at 1 o'clock local time on Saturday. And Race Day Live, our practice coverage begins at 10 a.m. local time every Saturday. So that's it. Just keep watching on Peacock all year. It's that simple.
Hi, folks. Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.